Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Judith, and today we're going to do some soup. It is soup weather, and of course most of us will have a lot of leftovers from the holidays. Many people will have either baked a ham or boiled a smoked pork picnic. So today we're going to do a ham, bean, and potato soup. So I have what's left of my smoked pork picnic that I did boil. Actually did bake it for a little while after the boiling because it wasn't quite done. And I have the stock left over from the boiling process. Now if you boiled your ham before you baked it, you may not want to use that because that will be really salty. And even check it if it was a smoked pork picnic, because you don't want it super salty. If it's really salty, it's not usable. I have checked mine, it's not. It's very lovely ham flavor. If you don't have the stock available, you could use chicken stock, or of course you could always boil your ham bone. I'll be saving mine for later because I do have this lovely stock. So we've got the usual suspects: onion, garlic, celery, potato, parsley. But what we have for the bean is a can of cannellini beans. Now, you could use great northern beans. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any. And if you do find them, they're probably dried, so you'd have to soak them overnight. The can is much easier and quicker. And the cannellini beans are a little firmer than the great northern beans. They tend to be very soft. Of course, you could use white navy beans or whatever you choose. White kidney beans. So let's get started. Right. Once our pan has gotten warm, well, warm-ish, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon and a half of butter. We're going to let that melt and get warmed up. And then to that, we're going to add 1 medium yellow onion. So that's about a cup and a half to 2 cups of onion. We're going to add about a cup and a half of celery and a cup of carrot. And a good tablespoon of garlic. I'm just going to saute these until the onion gets tender and soft and translucent. And meanwhile, we're going to cut up our ham. Now that our onion's a little bit softened, getting kind of translucent, we're going to add our ham. Or in my case, it is the smoked pork picnic. Stir that around. And I'll just let the ham come up to temperature. It has been in the fridge for a couple of days. Now that our ham's had a minute to warm up, well, a couple of minutes, we're going to add our diced potatoes. And if you dice your potatoes ahead of time, do put them in cold water to keep them from discoloring. I always do mine ahead and put them in a bowl of cold water and then just scoop them out of the water when I'm ready to use them. And we add our drained and rinsed cannellini beans, along with about a liter of the ham water, most of the fat, and half a liter of water. Because the actual water from cooking the smoked pork picnic, and I keep calling it a ham, I'm sorry, is rather thick. So we got that in there, and we want about a half teaspoon of pepper. Now I'm not adding salt. You can if you find it needs it, but I wouldn't do it just yet. Especially if you're using liquid from a ham, that can be quite salty on its own. So now we're just going to cover this, bring it up to a simmer, and wait until the veggies are soft. Okay. When the vegetables are soft, give it a taste for seasoning. You might want to add some more pepper. Maybe some salt, although that's doubtful. Optional, you can add half a cup of frozen peas, and then bring it back up to temperature, and add about 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped parsley. And now, I'll give the parsley a little bit of time to infuse the flavor, and then it's time to serve. We can turn the heat off. Let's oh, it smells delicious. My best recommendation, serve with a lovely, lovely seeded roll. Let's have a taste. See what we've got here. And remember, I did do a smoked pork picnic, not a ham. Although it does work with both. Very tasty broth. And yeah, definitely does not need any salt. The beans are soft and yummy, and I think a softer bean like the Great Northern would be a bit too soft. You might even want to go with a white navy bean. They have a lot more body to them, although they're a smaller bean. My goodness, that is so good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the soup. Please try it. If you have leftover ham or smoked pork picnic, give it a go. It is delicious. Please give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again soon with a new recipe. Thank you so much for watching.